Hi, everybody. I'm John Matthey,
And I'm Meg Spirito.
and we are from the Slippery Rock University Student Counseling Center. And today we are going to talk about adaptability.
So when we talk about adaptability, we're referring to this ability to become suitable for a new purpose or adjusted for new conditions. Just because our conditions change, though, doesn't mean that we have to. Adapting is modifying something that already exists. Those who best manage change are the most likely to survive, not because they're the strongest or the smartest, but because the core of who they are is able to remain constant while other aspects are able to change. We know that change is inevitable. And for a lot of us, living situations, relationships, school, work, all of these things have changed pretty suddenly and without much of our own control. So today we do want to talk with you about the importance of being able to adapt to your surroundings now, especially, but also in the future. So it's important to start out then with this balance between change and acceptance. Acceptance involves changing the way that you see yourself and the world. And then there's this idea of radical acceptance, which is basically learning to accept something completely for what it is without judging it. So accepting the present moment, then we don't fight it, we don't get angry at it or try to change it into something that it's not.
Yes. However, we also need to recognize that life doesn't just happen to us. While we need to accept things we cannot change, we need to take time to notice and actively engage with what we do have control over. In order to adapt to our circumstances, we want to point out three main areas we have control over in our lives. One thing is where your focus is from moment to moment, kind of understanding that. You can choose to feel good about a situation or you can choose to feel bad about a situation. We must remember that the only person that control us is us only. And it seems that sometimes, yes, situations feel like they're so out of our control, and they might be. However, we can kind of step back and look at it and how we're going to think about this. Are we going to take it in a positive way or a negative way? What we can also control is our reactions to situations. We can never control the way that others think of us or the way they act towards us. There's also situations that we have no control over, such as pandemics or, other natural disturbances in life. We can only change and manage how we perceive the situation in the things that we do. So for instance, in the situation we're in now, there's nothing we can do about it. And sometimes that can be very hard. But a reaction to the situation might be something in the realms of being able to learn more about ourselves, learning better ways to connect with people, doing things that maybe you've never done before, and being able to kind of triumph over that. The last thing I kind of want to point out is, where we spend or invest our time, right? Time is a gift, and sometimes I always like to say, think about what you do with your time. You do have that choice to spend or invest your time in any type of activities. And I always kind of point out, are these activities or anything you're doing, are they nourishing? Are they helping you? Are they making you feel good? Or are they just draining and taking all the energy out of you? And we can manage that, and we can look where we want to focus the most in situations that feel uncontrollable. The time and the things that we do with our time that's completely up to us.
And with that time, we think that it's important that you do your best to manage your stress. I mean, stress is going to come just like it does in everyday life, but it might look differently now. So make sure that you're taking adequate time for self-care and try to continue to engage in activities that you enjoy. We know that this situation will not last forever. However, being able to adapt during difficult, confusing, and frustrating times can help with future struggles that may occur in our lives as well. there's no right or wrong way to adapt. There are ways that are maybe more unique to you, or that work better for you than others. And so also we want to encourage you to not be comparing yourself to others at this time. It's important for each of us to figure out what makes the most sense for our personality, for our current situation, and to not judge ourselves or others based on some unknown standard.
So something else that comes to mind when we're talking about adaptability is resilience. Resilience is being able to withstand or recover quickly from difficult situations. Resilience allows us to adjust well to big changes and manage the stress that comes with that. Remaining flexible helps us maintain our focus in order to best handle a situation. This allows us to remain steadfast and strong so that we can focus our energy on problem solving instead of overwhelming emotions. Thank you everybody for joining us today. Like always, if there are suggestions for topics you would want us to cover that would be beneficial to you and other students at Slippery Rock, please, you can leave us a comment, you can email us, or you can call. We hope that you have a great rest of your day and stay safe out there, all right?